What's good YouTube, it's Dirty Dems, aka the best looking ugly kid, and today I'm setting myself a challenge. So I'm going to use crap paint. I'm going to use the worst paint you could possibly think of and try and do a piece. So have a look in my bag here, look, I've got all sorts of mad things. I've got this plastic coat, I've got more plastic coat, I've even got some really crap one take. Like, I wouldn't even give this paint to my worst enemy. It's that bad and it stinks of piss, but I'm going to use it and I'm going to make a piece out of it. I've got another can of piss paint here, so let's see how we do. Got purples, pinks inside the bag, some turquoises, some blues, some black, a bit of a murky green. We're just going to make this paint work. This paint is crazy. It's actually squeaking whilst I'm painting. Can you hear the squeaks? Squeaks. That's how dead it is. As you can see, the outline's on behind me. I've been using the plastic coat to get the outline on there. Just tried to use a can of this piss take and it's not working. Look, this is proof. There's Astro Fat on there, and look, I'm spraying really hard. I can hear something, but nothing's coming out yet. So colour scheme wise, I'm thinking of going with the pink, fading down into the purples and into the dark purples. That's the scheme, and then I'm going to use turquoises around the outside, so blues and turquoises to do the 3D and outline. It's covering nicely. Again, the can is squeaking. It's the other thing, you can't put different nozzles on this, you literally just use the factory setting. But it seems to be covering well, a bit watery. This is a real honest review of crap paint, and we're spoilt these days with the luxuries of these brands, you know, made for graffiti art, but back in the day we didn't have those luxuries. So we've got the purple plastic coat cracking, you see there, factory settings. It's fading pretty nice into the pink, so if you take a closer look at the fade, we'll just blend that in there, not like that, blending nicely. Again, it's squeaking, but yeah, it's working. The purple's quite nice as well. It's covering all right. It's drying a bit patchy, like it's got a weird effect to it when it dries, but because I'm getting to the bottom of this tin, it's coming out very slowly. Yeah, I guess when you don't have the luxury of putting different caps on something, you just have to go with the flow. This is the realistic side of using shit paint. I've just had to rip another cap off another tin to get this can to work, because it's the only other can of purple I've got, and now it's just sort of being a bit temperamental, but you can see it is starting to come out. Just got to keep it going, I guess. Persevere. But yeah, we're having to go through trials and tribulations to get this done. Yeah, managed to get this purple working. It seems like a different shade, but I think just needs a good mix. So look, I'm like nearing the end of this can. I'm just scribbling it in. Pressure's dropped. Just trying to get that last section of it coloured in. I think we've got enough to just make it, but it's just a question of scribbling it in. So I've got this dark plum purple. The standard cap that it came with wasn't working. I'm going to try and whack the New York fat cap on it and see if that works. No luck. Might have to pop it. Yes, I'm going to pop the can because I can't get any nozzles to work, so give it a little shake. Oi, messy thing. Messy. It's been a murder.
Pow, 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 pow.
Splatter. Purple rain.
Blood splatter patterns.
Again, I can't emphasize how shit this paint is. If you just look, it's just not working, and just pissing out that it's all coming out the bottom of the cap, blocking. So I'm going to find another fat cap, give that a go, whack the fat cap on. Oh. Just pooling. So we've got some paint coming out now, so we're going to try and get this working on the wall. So again, we've got another plaster coat, a luminous green, not working, blocked. So I'm going to pop it and just dash it on there. So at least, you know, I'm getting some use out of it. Oh God! Oh my God!
Lord, oi, that's mad.
That was a proper juke.
Zucker,
Look at that, I juked it up.
That looks alright though. Oh, you got my pieces, huh? Joke.
So yeah, Rust-Oleum paint, blue. I'm spraying it on and it's sort of just like splattery. So you have to hold it quite far away, otherwise you're going to get drips. So this is the blue, Rust-Oleum blue that I'm using. It's a bit splattery. Right, so the Rust-Oleum covers nicely, you get a nice coverage with the blue, but splatters. Then you have the plastic coat, which is very watery and squeaks when you spray it. You can see all the drips running down it. Yeah, that's the difference between the two. So, got the fill in, got the 3D on, the blues and turquoise. I'm using a baby blue, it's like a real pale plastic coat, satin super blue. And you can see it just above there, it's like almost white. I'm just hitting the corners with a few stripes just to emphasize the 3D. And then I'm going to attack the piece with black. So I think I've got some sort of barbecue blacks. I'm going to go around it with a key line and then do the outline with the one take blue. Hopefully that works. Okay, so it's time for the black. All surface black paint, universal Rust-Oleum, and you can see it's got like a trigger on it. So I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm going to try and do like a black outside border key line with this. Wish me luck. Okay, so this black works quite strange. It's like a chisel tip. So one direction, if you go straight down, you get the skinny, but if you go sideways, you get that fat chisel edge. And that's how we're rolling. Quite difficult. But you do get nice straight lines, saying that. And the outline hasn't even... I'm saving the outline until last, just so I can neaten it up. So the one take is redeeming the outline, tidying it up. Just get a bit more control. I've just got to tidy up some of the smudges that you can see. Just go over them, cut them back. And yeah, it's looking tidy now with a bit of one take outline. So, you see behind me, that's the rubbish paint, and I've pulled off a piece. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now the outline's on there. I'm going to add some finishing touches, maybe some highlights, just spruce it up a little bit, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so I'm using plastic coat white, just doing a few highlights with the plastic coat white. back in the 90s, we used to have to rack paint, and we'd get all that sort of home store paint, that B&Q paint, home-based paint, plaster coats, all of that. So yeah, this is the sort of the paint that we would use in the late 90s, early 2000s. Today, yeah, we've got it blessed.